Darkness swallowed everything. The world outside was pitch black, silent and still. Inside a room, you, Jenny and Jack sit together. Kiko fluttered weakly on the table. You poured water into a small bowl and Kiko instantly began to drink, his tiny wings trembling. Jenny and Jack exchanged a look. Jenny whined, "Why are the recordings?" Wine, "They are with Kiko." You carefully unstrapped the small device from Kiko's leg. Wine, "Everything is here, every bit of evidence." Jack, "Then we need to inform the chief right now. Tonight is the final deadline." Jenny, "Do you think he will even pick up this lead?" Jack, "He has to. We have worked too hard to get this book. I want our team to stay among the top 3. Wine, "I will make the call." You dial the chief's number. The call rang several times before. Finally, a tired but familiar voice answered. Chief, Wine, "What's going on? Why are you calling at this hour?" Wine, "Sir, we are in serious danger. It took days to collect all the evidence, and escaping that place wasn't easy. We're barely making it out alive. They are after us now. We don't have much time." Chief, "Listen carefully. Email me all the files right now. You have only a few hours until dawn. Stay alert until then. If anything goes wrong, contact headquarters immediately. During the day, you will be safer, more people around, less chance for them to attack. No matter what, get to the office by morning. I will make sure Jungkook is cooked before the sun is up." Wine, "Understood, sir." You hang up. Jenny and Jack stared at you, their faces tense but hopeful. "Why, the chief said to stay alert until morning. He will handle Jungkook by sunrise." Jack, "Send those files right now." Jack, "On it. I am emailing everything to him." Your stomach growled softly. You hadn't eaten all day. You quickly cooked something small, and the 3 of them shared the meal. Kiko perched nearby, happily picking at crumbs. Soon after, Kiko fell asleep, his feathers rising and falling peacefully. But the 3 humans didn't close their eyes even for a moment. They stayed awake through the night, hearts pounding, nerves on edge, waiting for the dawn that could change everything. Morning had finally arrived. You prepared Kiko's food before getting ready to leave. The 3 of you, Jenny and Jack, finished breakfast and gathered near the door. Jenny, "We can't go together. It's too risky. We will have to split up and take different routes." Jack, "But..." Wine, "No, she is right. If we separate, it will be harder for them to track us." The exchange tense loop, nodded silently and stepped out into the pale morning light. None of them took a car, walking around drew less attention. You wrapped a scarf around your face and head so no one could recognize you. The streets were unusually empty for morning. Not many people were around, and the silence only made your heart beat louder. You kept walking, trying to stay calm. Then footsteps. At first you thought it was just another passerby, but soon the rhythm changed, too heavy, too deliberate. Your stomach tightened, you slowly turned your head, your breath caught in your throat. Dozens of men in black suits were walking toward you in perfect sync, Jungkook's bodyguards. And then you saw him, Jungkook. He stepped out from behind them, his gold eyes locking onto yours, a weak smile curved across his lips. You froze, then ran. You sprinted down the streets, heart pounding in your ears, but there was no one around to help. You shoved your hand into your pocket and felt the small knife you had brought, your only defense. You gripped it tightly and kept running. Footsteps thundered behind you. They were close, too close. You pulled the knife out, ready to fight, but before you could turn, someone grabbed your shoulder. Startled, you You spun around and pressed the blade against the stranger's neck. The man flinched. Wait, that voice, you froze, eyes wide. Why, you, Asher, walk easy, put the knife down before you actually kill me. You blinked shocked, then quickly lowered the knife. A thin line of blood trickled down his neck. Wine, oh God, I'm so sorry, I didn't realize. Asher, it's fine, but what's going on? You look terrified. Wine, no, nothing, I just thought someone was following me. Asher frowned. Asher, I have been looking for you for days. You vanished from the office without notice. You forced a smile. Wine, yeah, I took a short leave, needed some time off. Asher stepped closer, concern softening his expression. Asher, you don't look well, are you sick? He reached out and gently touched her forehead. Asher, no fever, you seem fine. Wine, yeah, I'm okay, just a little tired. Inside, you were thinking fast. I just need to stall him. If either Ginny or Jack can reach the office in time, we will be safe. Asher, you should not be standing out here in this heat. Come with me. Wine, where? Asher, you will see. Just trust me. Before you could refuse, he opened the car door. You hesitated for a second, then got in. The door shut behind you with a dull click. Outside the sun climbed her, painting the empty street in gold, while somewhere not too far away Jungkook's men were closing in. Within minutes, the car drove deep into the thick forest. You frowned slightly, glancing at Asher. Where are you going? Asher chuckled softly, eyes fixed on the road. Asher, we are good friends, right? Wine, of course, Asher. Then trust me, you will see soon. He smiled again, driving slowly through the narrow, winding path. You looked around. Massive trees arched overhead, sunlight slipping through the branches like gold dust. The air was heavy with the scent of earth and wildflowers. Birds chirped, and somewhere in the distance a roar echoed. People said lions live in this forest. At first a chill ran down your spine, but as the car rolled on, you began to feel strangely calm, almost mesmerized. Soon the forest opened into a breathtaking view. A wide crystal blue lake shimmered ahead. Around it bloomed countless flowers, red, white, and blue lilies floating across the water. Your lips parted in awe. You could not take your eyes off at the scenery. Just beyond the lake stood a massive iron gate. Behind it, a grand mansion, elegant and royal in design. The guards, upon seeing Asher's skirts, immediately opened the gate. Why, there is a house here, inside the forest? Asher smiled at your question. Asher, of course, it's mine. I love nature, so I built my home in the middle of it. Wine, it's not just beautiful, it's magical. Asher parked the car and stepped out, offering his hand to help you down. Together, both entered the mansion. The interior was even more magnificent. Golden chandeliers, velvet curtains, intricate painting, and furniture that looked fit for royalty. Every step deeper inside felt like entering another world. A maid approached politely. Asher, did you prepare the room I asked for? Maid, yes sir, and if you would like, we can serve lunch. Asher, in a while. Not yet. The maid nodded and disappeared quietly. Asher turned to you. Asher, come on, let me show you your room. You blinked. When? My room? I thought you just brought me here for a drive. Asher smiled faintly. Asher, you can stay as long as you like. If you want to leave today, you can. Asher, you can freshen up. I will call you for lunch soon. With that, he left. You stood by the window for a moment, taking in silence. Maybe I will stay for a little while, you thought. Have lunch, then leave. It might be safer here for now. You reached into your pocket and pulled out your phone. There were several missed calls from Jenny and Jack. You quickly tried to call back, but there was no signal, of course. In a forest this deep, it was expected. You signed and went to freshen up. You came out out after freshening up and was startled to see Asher standing there. He smiled softly. Asher, hey, it's me. Well, sorry, I just didn't expect you there suddenly. Asher, lunch is ready, come on. Fine. There was no network signal here. I really needed to make an urgent call. Asher, no, there is no network signal in this area. Once we leave the forest, you will get it. Fine, oh, okay. I shall lead you downstairs. As the both reached the dining table, your eyes widened. So many dishes were laid out. There was no way you could eat that much. Asher pulled out a chair for you politely. You sit down, still amazed. Asher started serving food one by one. Why, that's enough, Asher. I can't eat this much. Asher, this is just a little. You barely eat anything. That's why you're always sick. He insisted and served you more food. Two maids stood silently in the corner, heads bowed, not daring to look at them or speak a word. After lunch, Asher took you to the back side of the forest. The place was breathtaking, different kinds of flowers, trees, and nests. It felt like another world together. Wine. This is so beautiful, Asher. Whenever I feel low, I come here. Wine. Really, I didn't see uncle or aunt around. Asher went silent at that. Asher, my mom died when I was very young. My dad passed away when I grew a bit older. Wine, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Asher, no, it's okay. Wine, I think I should go back to the city now. It's getting late. Asher, you're leaving already. Wine, yes, otherwise it will be dark. Asher, alright, I will ask the driver to get the car ready. Asher left, and he walked around the area, exploring. Suddenly, the forest went completely silent. No birds chirping, no rustling leaves. A chill ran down your spine. Then your foot got caught on something. Startled, you looked down. Just a tree root. My God, that scared me. This place feels strange sometimes. Moments later, Asher returned. Why, shall we go now? Asher, the car broke down. The other vehicles are in the city at my company. This was the only one we bought. Why, can't it be fixed? Asher, I called the company. They're sending another car, but it will take a long time to reach here. We can't leave the forest after dark. You look disappointed. Seeing her face, Asher felt a little sad. Asher, why? You don't like it here? Why? No, it's a beautiful place. Asher, then tomorrow morning I will take you back. Why? Alright, okay. The night breezed in like a hell breath, thick, absolute darkness beyond the windows. Only distant animal calls shaded the hush of the forest. You lay awake, the room an island of pale moonlight and silence. You felt trapped. The house suddenly a glided case. No TV, no signal, no way to know what the world outside was doing. Every small sound seemed enormous. Then footsteps, soft at first, then measured, terrified, something heavy in the curtains. You froze, heartbeat climbing. You slid from the bed and moved toward the door, each step muffled on the floor. In the dim corridor, you saw a figure, a man walking with a large knife in his hand. The blade glinted. There was dark smearing along its edge. For a moment, your breath left you. Why? What is happening? You whispered. You kept your distance, following him silently. There, beneath trees, 5 more men joined him. They clustered, voices low and urgent. You pressed yourself behind a stone and listened. One voice, familiar, made your blood run cold. It was Asher, slow and controlled. Boss, this is getting out of hand. So many bodies, days after days. Asher's tone was flat. Asher, how do you mean? I didn't kill anyone today. I don't need to. You have taken more people than usual these last days. Another man said. The accusation hung in the night. Asher's temple flared. and instead he seized the speaker by the throat and slammed him against the tree. Asher, do your job, only Hot asked. His voice snapped like a whip. The man choked and the others fell silent. Your stomach turned. Several men dragged straps and bundles into the clearing. Burdens that made you feel sick with a new hot panic. You had seen enough. There were bodies wrapped and stacked, moved with the grim efficiency of people who had done this many times. Your knees went weak. You backed out slowly then. Clumsily you cocked your foot. A small rock clattered. Heads turned. Wyan, Asher's voice called your name, soft but deadly. You bolted. Adrenaline burned up your arms and legs as you ran for the forest. Men shouted. The sound fixed against the night. Wyan, you're lying. You cried. Your voice torn with despair and fury. I saw them. I saw the bodies. You are him. Let me go, or you will, Asher. You think I will kill like that? His face was a mask of anger and something unutterable. I didn't bring you here to die. Asher coming closer. You struck again, blindly free, stealing your caution. The knife cut. You heard the rip of cloth and a smell cry. For a breathless instant, you thought you might break free. Then hand pinned you. Stronger than you panic. You clawed and kicked, but Asher's grip was relentless. Asher's face glared above you, close, merciless. Asher, you're making a mistake. He hissed. Your lungs burned. The darkness closed in at the edge of your vision. You tried to scream, but only a gurgle came out. As consciousness thinned, you felt yourself go slack. The last things you registered before everything went back was the sound of boots and low voices. Slowly you began to regain consciousness. Your eyelids fluttered, your vision hazy and distorted. Darkness swept the room, heavy and silent. For a few seconds you couldn't remember where it was or what had happened. Your heart lurched. He was sitting right there, his expression unreadable under the dim light. His shirt was stained, his arms bandaged where you had stabbed him. His calmness felt more terrifying than rage. Why trembling? I want to leave. Please let me go. Asher, there is no longer possible. You already know too much. Why? Why are you doing this? Asher smiling faintly. Doing what? If you just listen to me and stop running, nothing will happen to you. You know very well. Escaping from here is impossible. Your throat tightened. Why then? Those dead bodies, the organ trafficking, the missing girls from different countries. Are you behind all of that? Asher coldly. If I say yes, then yes. If I say no, then no. Does it really matter? A chill curled down your spine. His tone wasn't defensive. It was empty, as if morality meant nothing. What do you even do with them? Why kill them? How do you get out of it? Asher calmly. I like killing, but that doesn't mean I run a business out of it. Why, stop lying. I have seen everything. You're a monster. Asher's voice slower, softer, almost sorrowful. Asher, I don't do it anymore. I quit because of you. He took a slow step toward you. You froze. Asher, you showed me I could save someone instead of destroying them. From the day we met, I wanted to reach you again. I tried many ways. Everything was going fine until Jungkook came between us. But that doesn't matter now. He is gone. Your voice cracked. Why? How do you mean, gone? Asher, didn't anyone tell you? When the police went to capture him, he escaped, then chased him, and he killed himself to avoid being caught. The word hit you like a bullet. Your body went numb. You could barely breathe. Your mind rejected it again and again. No, that can't be true. Then Asher leaned closer, his voice dropping into a whisper. Asher, you want to know a secret? The man you thought was Jungkook, wasn't it? Was me. Your eyes waited in horror. You longed at him, but Asher got your wrist effortlessly. Asher, if you stay with me, I will stop all of this. I swear. Tomorrow we will leave this place together, just you and me. While screaming, I'm not going anywhere with you. You are insane. Asher, furious. Don't call me insane. He lightened his grip, but his tone softened again almost immediately. Asher, there is something different about you, sweetheart. That's why you are still alive. Anyone else would have been dead by now. He released your hand and walked toward the door, pushing briefly before stepping out. Asher, think about it. Tomorrow everything changes. The door slammed shut. Silence swallowed the room again. Your body trembled uncontrollably. Jacob gun. Your heart clenched as tears blurred your vision. Why? Whispering to yourself, how could I have been so blind? How could I make such a terrible mistake? Your voice broke, collapsing into quiet sob that filled the empty room. You realized you wasn't just trapped in Asher's house, you were trapped in his world. You spent the whole day holed up in the room. A few people came by with food, but you pushed it away. Twice Asher himself appeared at the door. Twice you ignored him. Jacob's face haunted you. You didn't know how to do. The guilt, pain, and the shock twisted in your chest. Why? I have to get out of here, no matter what. You keep telling yourself, I won't give up. I won't be broken. The mansion lay deep inside the forest, and because of that, there was no constant guard watching you day and night. Asher had warned you, leaving this place without protection meant death. That warning only made you angrier. He planned to take you away tomorrow. You would never allow that. When night fell, you slipped out of your room. The house was as silent as every other night. No human sound, only distant animals. You crept down the stairs and froze when you heard Asher's voice. You flattened yourself into shadow. Asher was talking quietly on the phone. You could not see the other end, only Asher's side of the conversation. Asher, no, Max, I am out of that now. You heard Asher say, I will do tomorrow. Another voice replied from the line. You could not catch the words, but you called on name, Max. You waited until the call ended and the night fell utterly still again. No more time for hesitating. You could not leave empty handed. In the dining room you found a row of knives. Your hand shook as you reached and picked a sharp one, the kind that would cut clean and quick. There were so many exits from this enormous house, you only needed one. You searched until you found a door you hadn't noticed before. It led down a narrow passage. No one stood in the hall. You pressed your palm to the cool handle, slowed and slipped through. You ran. By the time Asher returned to the room and saw the empty bed, it was already too late. Asher, you tried to run, he said quietly, not angry, not surprised, only a chill certainty in his voice. You should not have tried to run.